Hey, what's up? Today is Tuesday, the 21st of January, 2025. I have just completed, I believe, my 35th or my 36th flight, and it was my second night flight ever, and it went really well, really well. In this night flight, I was simply doing a cross country from Tinson Pen to Vernon Field, something I've done countless times already since beginning my cross country training. However, it being a night flight, of course, has its own factors which did come into play tonight, on top of the fact that there is no heading indicator available on the aircraft. So for the time being, we've been relying on the magnetic compass as our sole instrument for direction. It's something to get used to, looking up top instead of looking down in your six-pack, but hey, it still gets the job done, and that's what matters. Now, I could very easily fly from Tinson Pen to Vernon Field in the day without using a flight plan or anything, just going off visual references and my visual memory of the geography of Jamaica. However, it was a lot different at night because all those easy to spot places in the day are now just pitch black, and now I'm stuck with just lights here, lights there, and then just darkness, and it just keeps on repeating itself for a couple tens of kilometers. However, I made sure I came prepared, and I did the exact same flight earlier today on my flight simulator at the same time of night and everything, so it was as close as possible as real conditions. That allowed me to experience the same route at night, as well as make notes of what I can look out for throughout the flight. For example, when I'm passing here, I'm not going to be able to physically see the point. However, I can cross-reference with something else that I can see. For example, a more well-lit area. I can now cross-reference with that to know if I have passed the point or not. And that way of thinking came in handy plenty of times tonight. And if I wasn't cross-referencing with something else, well, fortunately, the same highway that spans the route to go to Vernon Field is also very easy to see at night because it's a highway, it has light. So that was very helpful. Other than that, it was a pretty routine flight. Similar to how I talked in the last video, there isn't really much for me to expound on in these last couple of flights towards the certificate. I'm really just trying to stay locked in as much as possible and just knock out whatever I have left to knock out. Right now, it should only be the mock check rides left. So I am really on the last hurdle, and I'm just going to keep on pushing until I cross the finish line. Again, it was very nice to see the country at night, seeing all the lights and everything. And since this was a cross country flight and not the 10 takeoffs and landings and maneuvers, I was actually able to relax throughout the flight and take in the sceneries and things like that. I also got to perform the landing back at Tinson Pen, which is a lot harder to spot than Manly, just due to the amount of lighting on the runway itself. We probably could have used other control lighting, I'm not too sure about that, but I was still able to find my way, like earlier, just off my memory of how the area is. And it was a landing that I'm satisfied with. I'll use that word. I was satisfied with that landing. But once again, I'm just so grateful for what the Lord has provided me with this opportunity, with this channel. And it's crazy to think that this first step of the journey is almost complete, and who knows, maybe the next video you see is going to be me talking about, God willing, a productive mock check ride with my instructor, and then I'll be sent off to the real mock check ride with the chief instructor and a real check ride with an examiner from the Civil Aviation Authority. I've come so far, but at the same time, it's just getting started. I have said that plenty of times, not just in this journey but on the channel as well. But you have to believe me, it really is just getting started. And I can say to that smile on my face that I'm very excited for the rest of this journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you want to learn more about me, my journey, becoming a pilot in Jamaica, anything like that, then subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. My name has been Robert Watson, and I'll see you again very soon. God bless.
Yeah. I only tell you the truth. I ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah, I gave my life to God and I'm still ballin'. Ain't nobody that can tell me I ain't all in. Late at night I hear the devil steady calling me. That's when I pray to the Father that He give me strength to fight these monsters.